FT friends. Welcome to another card on blue. That's my card club. Another card we're making this month is fun with the Fun and Festive stamp set. And today we are coloring the rhino. That's our final card of the 4 cards that you make each month. So this can be a lot of fun and a lot of coloring. I'll do the measurements in a little while. I'll write the measurements down for you. But here is the Festive and Fun stamp set. I'll show you other cards I created with this stamp set in a little while. And let's see, the paper is Merry, Bold, and Bright. So this is the DSP that we're using. So we always use 2 different types of DSP. That's part of the Merry, Bold, and Bright suite. We use 2 colors each time. All right, so let's do this. And I'm going to get out my little silicone mat and a piece of, there are these little pieces. These are from scalloped contour dies. Let's get out the rhino scene. These are already done for you. These die cuts. It's a labor of love when you join the card club. A lot of things are done for you. So this is stamping block E. And I'm going to go ahead and put some Memento black ink on there. And then we're just going to stamp off onto the mat for a moment just to make sure the ink is good, and it's still not good yet. Because you don't want to do your die cutting and then stamp onto your die cut, only to find out that you don't have, it's not inked up very well. Okay, pretty good. I'm going to go for one more. I just call this conditioning my stamp. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's go for it. When it's such a big stamped image, you have to stamp it upside down to get it to fit. Okay, hold it. Press, and when you have a giant stamp like this, press in the middle. Oh, yes. Victory on the first try. But we're still going to go ahead and do a couple more because I'm here. Oops, look, I already smudged. Isn't that funny? I already smudged it. We can do some with that with the snowflake. I have a lot of these made. Let's see. I thought I had a lot made, but that's a different size, isn't it? Okay, so we're just going to stamp these 2. Those are the only 3 I have made. I always die cut a few extras when, for when we're doing card club. You get 2 of each card base, 2 of each insert, 2 envelopes, 2 die cuts, and in this case, you also have 2 pieces of granny apple green. Oh, yes, that came out nice. And like I said, that one I'm just going to add a snowflake to. And this isn't the kind of die where you just flip it around and use the other side because this die has a really cool impression on it. All right, so that's all we need to do for the stamping. Oh no, we do need to do Happy Christmas, but all we need to do for the stamping for the rhino, let's put it that way. We might as well let's do the Merry Happy Christmas wishes while we're here. So for that, I gave you extra little scraps of paper in case you mess yours up. I gave you some extra basic white. So what we're using for this one is for the Happy Christmas wishes is this stamping block H. And we're just going to put that down there like so. Now, because we're using... Oh, and the last time one of the viewers shared a tip that they saw where you can get this fog off there, but using the heat tool. So I can't wait to try that. So let me put this back. And actually, I can even leave it there while we're coloring. What we want to do is before we put the Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas wishes on it, we need to ink up the edges. And I used granny apple green for that. Or no, I probably used lemon lime twist. Basically, what you do is you take the lightest color in your whatever color palette is and use that to ink up something. So I'm just going to go for just a really light color that'll go with the granny apple green. And one of the things that you all have this month is a blending brush. You have the mini blending brush, but that was your little giftie from me. And I'm just putting a blob onto the mat. onto the silicone mat like this. So what I want to do is ink up the edges. And you do that before you put the Merry or the Happy Christmas on it. Happy Christmas wishes. And sometimes the part that I blob off is what I'm actually using to get some more ink on there. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we'll put that on there. And my hands are really dirty. They're getting all over everything. Hopefully this one's not as dirty. Okay, I think that's the other side. No, it doesn't really matter. This one was a little rough around the edges, we'll say. So that's what your blending brush is for. I mean, it does so much more. I mean, check out some of my stenciling videos. And recently in my Scan and Cut user group, posted a video. I think that's going to be a little bit long. Posted a video about making your own stencil. I'm just seeing how long that can be. Let's see. I want to make it as long as this other one because that's how long. Right? That's how long the sentiment is. I already know that. So if you mess up these pieces, I gave you the extra pieces or if you just want to make extra cards. When I'm making the inside card bases for your kits, I have a lot of these strips left over that are 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and all these different sizes. And that's why I end up sharing them. All right, now we're going to put the ink on here from the Memento Black. And we're going to put it on the mat again. Okay, that was good the first time. So that's a good inked up image. Okay, try to remain straight. Try to hold it for 3 seconds. Ooh, that came out nice. I love when that happens. I'm just tapping over there to the ink again. Okay, very good, very good. In this case, you have to, sometimes you can die cut afterwards, but in this particular die that I used, it's called the Messages die. I'm wondering if it's still in the catalog. That came out nice too. So they all came out nice. There's this Messages die, and it makes like so many shapes at the same time. Yeah. I'm just seeing if I have it. If I have it to show you, it'd be really cool. It's probably put away. But anyway, I have this whole bucket of like all these little shapes that come out of it all at the same time. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to take this off just for some coloring purposes. So now we could do now we're done. Let's put this lid on there. We're done with all of our stamping, and now it is time to color. So I like to put this there as my reference. And we'll go ahead and do the rhino. So we can use different colors. So let's see. And to make the rhino horn lighter, I believe I used, I'm just going to go ahead and try gray granite. I think I used gray granite and smoky slate together. I think I used the light gray granite and the light smoky slate. So I don't know. Let me just try it. See how that comes out. Yeah, that'll work. We're going to use the 2 light ones. And if, we'll just see how it comes out. Sure, it'll be okay. So usually use the light and dark of a pair, but I'm just going to try to use the light gray granite with the light smoky slate and see how that comes out. Gives a little pinky color. Oops, I didn't mean to color the eye in. Oh, I like that. So smoky slate. I'll show you how to get that out of the eye, to get the color off the eye, if you did what I just did. Okay, going around the edges. And now we're going to get in there with the gray granite. You're just going to use whatever colors you have that are light grays, and that'll work for you. I'm coloring outside the lines. That's how I roll. All right, so to get that off and to get that one, to get this lighter, so what you can do is you can go in there and color the horn, but you want the horn to be a slightly different color. So, okay, let's first try to put the right cap back on the right thing. So this is the gray granite, and this is the light smoky slate. Now, we're going to take the color lifter. This is like your eraser for alcohol markers, and that doesn't really work as well as an eraser. But you give it a little rub, wait a little bit. Don't keep rubbing now, but rub again later, and you can get the little spots out somewhat. You basically just lighten them up. And then what I'm going to do is lighten up with the color lifter, the rhino horn. So it'll have a distinct lighter color in it. Okay, so that's good. And now let's see if we need that color anywhere else. No. We'll go with the granny apple green next. So for the granny apple green, I did the wreath. Why granny apple green? It's one of the coordinating colors. I'm trying to look at his little hand there. Okay, so I forgot to color the hand. Notice there's little fingers there and a little arm over there that I forgot to color. So you just, sometimes you see things like that when you're coloring the next part. When I notice all the things I forget to color is when I'm doing my Wink Costello later. I realize all the things I forgot to color. So we're going to tie in this color because this is going to be the background here. It's going to be on here. So we're tying in this color a few places. We're going to do it for the gift. This is the light granny apple green. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the dark granny apple green next. We'll do this gift. The reason I did a separate video for this one was because there's a lot of coloring. And it's not a matter of like the time coloring takes, but it's like you have to pull out all the colors from my color collection. So that's why it takes a long time to get ready for a video like this. Now I'm going to use the small side of the light granny apple green. Get in there around the flowers. Circular motions to blend it there. And now what I'm going to do is take my shaded spruce. This is a dark shaded spruce. And I'm just going to go in there in the wreath and go dot, 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 dot. Just to give it an extra little touch of green in there. And shaded spruce was also what I used for the little scarf on this bird over here. Just for contrast, it's a nice dark color. All right, now we need our crushed curry. So the crushed curry, I'm just using a marker because we don't make crushed curry blends. I wish we did. We make Daffodil Delight blends and other kinds of yellow blends, but not crushed curry blends. So there you go. And when you color that bow in, I noticed a little bit of a white gap back there. The other thing I did with the crushed curry marker is I took this side, the little thin side, right? Because there's a thin side and a thick side, and I got in there. Actually, this one's pretty dried out. Let me see if I have the other one. And that's Bumblebee. I have a couple of these markers. One was from my dried out section. And I'm doing the sleigh in crushed curry. The blade of the sleigh. And then back there as well. And let's see what else I did. Just this little back part. In fact, I forgot this little back part over here, so we'll get in there. And then petal pink would be that part. Dark petal pink. So let's see. That's good. Oh, we need it over here. We need the bow. The bow is crushed curry. And then I noticed a little bit of granny apple green missing on my wreath. So, to finish doing that. The wreath. I wish they'd make these areas a little bit bigger to color. Oh, that lightened up nicely, the rhino horn, but it's still not white, so I like it. It's really cool. All right, now we are going to do the petal pink next because we talked about the petal pink for the bottom of the sleigh and this little birdie. So we could take the dark petal pink Again, I'm just using my first one as a reference. And the first one, the reason I came up with all those colors is I look inside of the catalog, and that's how I come up with what colors to color with the blends. That's as simple as that. You might go, why does her project look so coordinated? Because I'm looking at these colors here and coloring with those colors. That's why my project looks coordinated. It's actually on purpose. So let's do the little birdie. I'm just coloring this whole birdie in petal pink. And his little face. Okay, then we could take the crush carry and do all the beaks. That would be they're really tiny to color. These are so cute. This whole scene just makes me so happy. And next we want to do our Poppy Parade. So for the Poppy Parade, I guess we can use the dark one. Yeah, the dark one will be fine. And the small side. So we're going to look at all the different things like the bow. The scarf. We just color every other line of the scarf. And for sometimes these small areas, you may just want to use a marker. That looks like a little tiny area is missing from over here. Little tiny details you notice, but you can fix them. I'm just skipping every other line is all. This part's not rocket science. It may work better with a marker. It depends on what you're comfortable with. Definitely put on your reading glasses, that's for sure. If you wear readers, because this is very fine detail work. This is the kind of thing I would do when I'm sitting down and just watching TV, etc. Oh, that scarf is so cute. And then we have a couple other little touches, like we need the little hat to be Poppy Parade, the little scarf. Okay, let's see. That one has earmuffs, so he doesn't have a hat. This one needs a little scarf. Okay, and then we have this little hat and this little scarf. I mean, it's already cute as can be. Now this one, because that little thing is, let's see. Oh, that one pretty much erased. You could see it erased on the bottom there. That did a good job, the color lifter. Okay, so now we're going to pull in, we're going to use Blueberry Bushel. Blueberry Bushel because it's a coordinating color of this paper as well. I'm going to put the dark on the outside. I feel like I'm coloring the sleigh right now. And the light one. Oh, and sometimes when you first get a marker, don't pull off the lids like I just did real fast, or you get ink all over your room. Ask me how I know. It's come splashing out. But then after you've had them for a while and you lay them down, that's why these trays are great that we sell. These storage trays, because it keeps them all laying down and then they don't go splattering around. Has anyone ever had that happen? There's actually a design technique where you flick ink, but sometimes I do it by accident. Now we need Pool Party. And we can use the light and dark Pool Party. Let's just make the wings light, just for fun. Oops. This is not a very fine tip, but we're going to try it. We'll do the wings a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to take, while I light Pool Party, notice how I'm going to do the little snowy scene. And then we'll lift it up a little bit with the color lifter. See how I did that over here, but I didn't do it as much. I probably just used a different kind of marker. But a little snowy scene, and then you could take your color lifter if you want to make the snowy scene a little bit lighter. And just lighten up that scene. Now we're going to take the dark Pool Party. And that's what I should have probably lighten up the eye as well, because I was telling you I could get, if I accidentally colored the eye, I can lift that color out of the eye and then use, wait, that was light. That was light. So let's try the dark petal pink. I mean, it's a double P, pool party. We're going to do the dark pool party for the birdie. These colors I'm not writing down, so you have to watch the video again if you want all the colors, but I will write down the measurements for you. And because you just use whatever colors you have that coordinate with the project that you're doing is bottom line. That's the bottom line of any time you're working like with a project like this. It looks so much better when you coordinate. I'm just going to lighten that up again, lighten up the little skate. We're going to be using Wink Stella over the whole thing. All right, lastly, we haven't tied in this color yet. This is Melon Mambo. And we're tying in that color because there it ties in there. It's on the gift, right? So we're tying in the colors from the card. So we're going to take the Melon Mambo, dark side, and you just try not to color the little bow. I mean, not bow, like the pom-pom of the hat like I did before when I first colored this. I accidentally colored the hat. So I'll try not to color the bow this time. So that's what I'm saying. They should at least, the graphic artist, I mean, I wish they would just like at least make it big enough for us to get our marker in there. I don't think they designed with like the coloring, like in front of coloring tools. Because if they did, I'd be like, this doesn't, you can't even fit your marker in that little area. But that's what I did last time. See how I colored? Let's see. They are wonderful graphic artists. I just don't think they have the crafting hat on when they're doing this design. So I'm going to try to make that a little bit lighter. All right, so now we're going to get our eyeball with the light. We'll put a little light petal pink in our eyeball there to make it a, ooh, he's so cute. Now he has come to life. This whole scene has come to life. We have the before, and we'll even put it there so there's really no, I mean, there's no comparison. Just color your stamped images, guys. Look at that. Before and after. And now we need our Wink Stella glitter pen over the top of everything. Let's see. Be careful around the reds because it gets all over. The red sometimes runs. We'll color the red last. The red parts, the poppy parade parts need sparkles too. Da-da-da, lots of glitter. When I get to the red areas, I have to be careful. I just have to tap, tap, tap. So it doesn't smear. Okay, we'll do the sleigh. And then we'll do the snow. And then the ice skates. Oh, I forgot his little tail. And then now I'm going to do the scarf. If I forgot the tail there, I might have forgot the tail on the other one as well. He's super cute. I'm really glad you guys voted for this set. You know, the card club members get to vote on what set we're making next time. Oh, fun. Let's see. Did I do the tail on that? Yes, I colored the tail on my original one. I'm just grabbing whatever I grab here. This is dark gray granite. We're just going to color the tail. And the scene is done. So that part is done. And now we're not going to touch this yet. We're going to do the little ribbon underneath it. So we're using the same ribbon from yesterday. This is part of your kit. It's called Gold Shimmer Ribbon. And it's in your card club. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of it, rolling adhesive on there. Oops, that has to go down a little bit. You can usually get it off if you're quick. It rolls off. Get it down here a little bit. I want it to be more centered. Okay, like so. So that just holds it in place in the front. But really, you're trying to hold it in the back is where it matters. Okay, snippy snips. Where are my snippy snips? I've been doing a lot of crafting. We'll just use the scissors over here. And then we're going to flip this around. Put some ribbon on there. And then what I like to do is I like to put ribbon over the edges so they don't fray under there while it's moving and shaking is going on under there. Okay, so now I got my adhesive on there and I need to adhere it to my other layers. But we're going to leave that off to the side for a moment. I need to get more of this paper because I'm breaking into my Merry Bold and Bright. So if you're not familiar with this paper yet, it's pretty awesome. Double-sided, and you have 12 sheets, so you have more than enough. This is the piece we're going to need. This is the one we used yesterday. This is the one we're using now. I already have it out. So this is the great paper. So you have plenty of leftover for more cards. Let's go ahead and trim that down. This one, the reason I made it a certain height was okay, I was working on other things here. Let me move all this business out of here. All right, so the reason I made it a certain height is just I flipped it around like, or did I flip it around? I think I flipped it around. Or here, we'll just do it like this. I'm just gonna get a bigger piece and then show you. So see how that would work because we have sort of a pattern, but then I can cut like a little bit of the red off. So it's like the size you make it depends, like maybe you want to trim a little bit off on each side. So just the size you make it should depend on your pattern. I can go ahead and give you a height, but what I was trying to go for was something like this. I was trying to go for like here. It's like an inch high, but I was trying to also go for like it's about an inch. I was trying to go for the stripe. So it's a little less than an inch if you want, in my case, but your case, we're going to write down that it's an inch. See what I'm trying to do? Here's what I'm trying to do is get the even amount. Here, let's just do another one so that we can say it's an inch. How about that? Oh, now it just totally messed up. Let's try this side. I'm just trying to get the same amount of pink on each side. Well, that kind of worked. It looks way better in my sample. Okay, so pretend that's an inch high and pretend that the things are the exact height. I'm just going to go for an inch and maybe an eighth. Maybe let's try that. I think I finally got it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Victory. That's what I was trying to go for. Okay, great. I was trying to go for that look so that it looks like there's a ribbon in the middle of your paper. So now we're going to go ahead and make this 5 1/4 by 4. This part. So we're going to turn it that way and make it 4 inches high. And now, when you do the 5 1/4, go ahead and do these together so that they're the exact width. Otherwise, we have to do it a different way. But this way, the only way they're going to stay together and be the exact size is to do them together. So let's put those together and cut them together 5 1/4. And then we're just going to attach that one there with the rolling adhesive. Do, do, do. It's a little bit crooked. Okay. Well, it's still a little bit crooked. I don't know how it's crooked. Okay. But it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now we're going to take this other layer. Nope, it's the layer that has the ribbon around it. Here it is. We're taking this layer and we're attaching it to this background here, like so. And it should like these ribbons should line up in the middle of that melon mambo. Cute, cute, cute. I was just going for contrast there. And then we're going to pop this guy up with dimensionals. Choose. I think I'm going to have to use my black dimensionals because my white ones are in short supply, but they are on my list to order. Still haven't had a chance to order yet. I've been working on my podcast. I hope some of you have been listening to my new podcast. It's called Hello Crafty Friends. And anybody that wants to grow their crafty business, I've started at hellocraftyfriends.com a membership. Not really membership. It's not really a member. It's a membership, but it's a Facebook group, and we're going to be doing a lot of planning and business things. So it is a membership. It's like members only Facebook group, and we'll be doing workshops on Zoom. So if you're interested in growing your crafty business, that's what the podcast is all about, and that's what the membership is all about. So new venture for a new day. There we go. And now we need a Poppy Parade card, and hopefully I have some of those here. And if not, we'll have to make one, and then I'll give you those measurements. So let's look in my little bucket here if I have any Poppy Parade cards. This is what I was looking on. Real red. Let's see if this is, I think it opens this way. So these open the other way. So we need to make one. You're going to turn your paper. Okay, let's see what I'm going to ruin by doing it this way. Let's see if I have anything under there. I'm going to put these over there, put that over there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and we're going to turn it this way so that it's 8.5 across, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4. Easy peasy. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to cut it at 5 1/2. It's an A2 card. That's all. No biggie. You're going to turn it around and just use your little bone folder or spatula to fold that card. And then we're going to adhere. How did that happen? Okay, let's count the number of trees. 1, 2, 3 trees, 1, 2, 3. I must have had an extra. Okay, so by process of elimination, we know it's not the trees. We know it's not the card, So let's see. This is, should be 4 inches. And it's not. It's 4 1/4. So just trim it a little bit and flip it around because we want to keep it proportional, right? And 4. Okay, so we've trimmed off that 1/4 inch, but we didn't do it off the same side because then we'd have like a lopsided card. We don't want to have a lopsided card, so this is good. All right, now that's better. Oh, yes. Saved by the trimmer. We love our trimmer. Okay, you always make sure that the Poppy Parade card opens the right way. And you plop that down like so. All right, this is cool. And then we get our little snowflakes. In this particular kit, you all had the small and the medium snowflakes, not the large snowflakes. So let's see where I put them. Oh, we have to still put the Happy Christmas on there, but we could put like a white one down here in this section, because it'll contrast a little bit. Then we could put one up here and one over there. So we'll just do what I did for my first card. I like how it came out. We'll put the gold one over there. And now I'm going to put the Happy Christmas wishes across there. With our little dimensionals, you got to pop those up. Well, they were just here. There's no way I would have... Oh, here we go. We'll just use... I found a few dimensionals here. It's like, how did the things disappear when I didn't even go anywhere? I'm tethered to my camera and I still lose things. I haven't even moved from the spot and I lose things. Okay, this is the little sentiment. Okay, I'm going to use my hand like this so I can center it. So you see how I'm doing this with my hand. Okay. Now on this one, I did have it up higher. So maybe we could do that again. Let's see. I kind of like it. I kind of like it up higher because it contrasts better because then it's touching the poppy braid. It has poppy braid on top of it. And granny apple green below it, and it's easier to read. And I did rip that paper a little bit. That's where the snowflake should go. I guess that's the answer to that. Put a snowflake under there if we want. But it doesn't really, you can't really tell that. We'll put a copper snowflake over here. And that is our card. Da-da-da. And now we'll write down the measurements because I know you've been waiting to hear that. So we're going to start with, and let me say hi. We've accomplished a lot in the last few days. Hello, Lisa. Okay, so this is 8.5 by 5.5. Score at 4.25. And this is blueberry. Oh, no, not blueberry bushel. This is poppy braid. That's the really fun color. It's the color of our paper pumpkin box. So we said hi to Lisa, and Midge is here. Midge was here first. Hello, Midge. And Linda from Stamp Cut and Create. And Lynn and Charlene. Okay, she likes her blending brush. Midge likes her blending brush. And she made 3 of her card on blue cards today. Kathy saying, hello, Kathy. No, I didn't order today, Lynn. I'm still have my list, though. I made my list, but I didn't order it. I didn't have time. I still have to show you guys the bingo cards. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow because this is getting late already tonight. We're doing bingo tomorrow night, so I've been so busy doing some things. All right, hello, Janet. You're late to the party because you were crafting. This is a crafting party. All right, what I'm doing now is I'm just writing down the measurements for you guys. This is 5.25 by 4 inches high. The DSP. Hello, Hilda. Okay, Lynn, your screen might be blurry because of your bandwidth. Hello, Phil from Florida. Yay, you're listening to my podcast. Well, please listen again when you're all done here. And I had a very good interview on Wednesday night with Tracy Vanover, and she has an Etsy store with so many sales. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So you know, just check out, listen to the conversation. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, Johnny, you don't have to be in a crafty business to listen to the podcast. I'm sure you're getting something just out of the crafty community. Yeah, Lisa, be on my mailing list so you don't miss these bingos. They're pretty epic. I'm giving away several $100s worth of prizes, as always. I mean, between the door prizes and the kits I give out and the bundles are $50 or $60 the prizes, and we have at least 4 rounds plus the extra grand prize plus a bunch of door prizes. Anyway, these are the DSP, Merry Bold and Bright. And then I want to tell you what the Granny Apple Green is, but I'm not sure. So we're just going to write it here. I don't remember what size it is, but we're going to write Granny Apple Green and go measure it. And know that it fits around one of these scallop shaped dies. Green. Oh, okay, yeah, you can still come and watch, from my VIP group is allowed to come hang out at bingo, socialize, watch, hang out, but I can't send prizes to other countries. I can't even allow according to Stampin' rules, I can't even allow the you guys to even order the kits. All right, so where was I? Oh, I was going to measure it. This is what I was doing. I was going to measure this little guy. And that one is that the right size? I mean, close enough, right? This is one of them. So let's see. This was 3, a little bit less than 3. Let me see if this one might be a better judge here. Let's see. No, it's 3. It's 3. It looks like 3. It looks like 3 by 4 1/4. 3 inches high, 4 1/4 wide. So that's how big the cardstock is, the Grand Apple Green cardstock. So match your measurements. And of course, you need a piece of gold ribbon and all the colors we used. Happy Christmas wishes. So ready to see all the other cards? I'm just clearing a bunch of room here to show you what we made in this little series. This is just 1 month of our card club. So next month, if you want to sign up for next month, then we're going to be working with this stamp set here, So Sincere. And I haven't designed the card yet for it, but I do know the paper you're going to have in your kit, and it's pretty nice. And we're going to make, as per your request, a sympathy card. So we're definitely using that one. Hope you're in my heart and prayers. So that'll be our sympathy. We're going to do one thank you with one of these sentiments. So we're going to, we have a lot going on. We're not doing a birthday because we've done so many birthdays recently in the other workshops. All right. So that's So Sincere. So sign up under the thing called offerings under there. So now, what else have we made? Well, Mr. Moose, we made Mr. Moose yesterday. So that was really fun. We colored the sweater in Poppy Parade and the moose in Crumb Cake. And so that was a lot of fun. And this is a blueberry bushel card. And as you'll notice, whenever I use the paper we do vertical cards, 2 vertical cards, and 2 horizontal cards. So prior to that, this is the 4 of the cards you made in Cardon Blue. And then before that, we used the Joy of Christmas designer series paper. And we colored the giraffe. And we made these cards. So that was also this week. This is the 3rd week of the month. That's when I do the Cardon Blue cards. So we did 2 of those. So you have enough supplies for that. That was done with the cherry cobbler. Different color palette because it's different paper. Then we did these cards with the little beaver. And that was Joy of Christmas. And we colored those. And those are super cute. And that was an old olive card base. And then we made this one when I was doing the unboxing. That's a really cute rhino card with the embossed background. And then here's one we did during the unboxing. And then I'm also going to show you a card that I'm doing for my next workshop because this is my swap card. So Janet, sorry to spoil the surprise, but this is my swap card. And inside, well, not everybody's going to get this inside. In fact, the swap card's it's a bookbinding card. So it's a fun fold. But I'm also in the course, I'm doing a little card making workshop because whenever I make swaps and make a lot of the same card, I try to do a workshop to show you the whole process. So I've been recording my steps and I have all of these parts colored and I do everything in assembly line process. So I'll be showing you how to make this card and how I decorated it and lots of tips and tricks along the way and how to make the cute little envelope that you can attach if you want. But this is a way to use that little stamp here, a little something for you with lots of love for me. But if I was giving this card away, I would let someone decide if they want to put that in there or not. But this is either way, it fits right inside there. And the way I got the top to be rounded, just as a little trick for you, and I'll show it in my next workshop, is I used this little part of this new hexagon punch to make the little top. So now we have a little corner rounder that kind of looks like the top of an envelope. And I used some specialty papers as well, and a different color palette for coloring. And I did some linen thread behind there. So if you're new to card making, my workshops are pretty fun. They take you through every step of the process, including cutting, scoring, coloring, die cut. I even show you how to die cut. I mean, I show you pretty much everything. So those will be on my Udemy platform very, very soon. All right. Well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this little mini series that we did with the Festive and Fun this month's card club. We will continue to share those videos on YouTube. So don't worry if you're in the card club and you missed the videos. You'll always be able to make your cards. You always have all your supplies. Look, my little thing is slipping in there. To get in there and get that, put that back under there so you can really see it. I really, really love this stamp set, and I'm using it for some of my own spreading holiday cheer this season as well. All right, so every month, and hello, Tatiana. What we're going to do in our workshop series next month is we're going to be doing a workshop called Crafting with You Bundle, and we'll be working with So Sincere. So the only offering that's open right now is the card club, and then soon I'll be opening the workshop series as well. We're coming upon our 6-month anniversary, so those of you that have subscribed to the card club for 6 months consecutively are getting a really cool swag bag that my mom made during the month of November. So that's a reason to stick with the card club, besides all the extra little goodies that you get. All right, that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Have a great evening.